Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video. So in the last video we did our PLC analogs, which was quite a nice simple video since I've got no analog connected. In this video we will do my relay circuit. So let's just renumber these sheets so that makes sense. There we go. And then we want to probably go to our PLC outputs. So what I've got is I've got this relay here. Let's copy it. This is just the coil side of it. We're now going to draw the full relay schematic out. So let's grab our power rails. And again, I didn't do this in the last video, we should probably just link them all as well. So what have we got here? We've got links there to sheet 4, so that's correct. So these should be going to now sheet 6. So we go home, link there. And take it to the analogs, link that to there, and then we want to do the same here to there to there. Cool. So our power rails are nicely linked. Alright, so what we have with this relay circuit, see if I can show you. Bloody adverts. What we have is we have my PLC output, which fires the coil, right? And then the actual power, so what I probably should do is just bring up the schematic for this. So Wago, the power is fed from the I've been looking at robot arms quite a lot recently. The power is fed from, circuit, it's on the side there. Cool. So that's our circuit there. So the PLC fires this output on this coil, and then my safety relay has its output coming into 14, and then whatever I want to drive when I'm testing, if I'm going to run a motor or whatever I want to drive, that's wired into my 11 terminal there. Instead of me wiring it directly into this relay, I've got a terminal that sits next to it, so I've got that relay permanently wired to that terminal, and then I just wire now to the terminal back and forth, so I'm not constantly janking the relay apart. So that's what we're going to draw today, basically. So if we what we want to do is we're firing our coil. So let's link to our output here. Just make sure that is the same relay. And then we want to we need to show that it's coming from this PLC output. Oh, what's that? I don't know why that's there. That's a bit wrong, that. Okay. So we need to show that it's coming from, why is that labeled L2? Okay, yeah, that's fine. We need to show that it's coming from here, and I'm not quite sure how to do that. I wonder if this is going to work. If I draw the control line like so, can I now, don't know if this is going to work. Okay, that's what that was for. And then, oh dear, I put too many there. Can I grab that? That's not great, that. Okay, well that, oh nice, okay, that will. Okay, great, cool. Yeah, I'm glad that worked. So I wanted it to keep its connection to there, obviously, but I also want to show that it essentially is drawn elsewhere. So that works perfectly. All right, very happy with that. So let's draw this 0 volt connection down here, and then we can have it wired to there. Maybe that's a bit low. Cool. All right, so that is our coil done. Now if we do our contacts, so what do we have? Relays. And we have, what do I want to do here? Do I want to do a normally open, normally close like that? I think so, right? Based on that. Yeah. So this bit here, number 1 is our 14. So let's relabel this pretty cool. I think you can double click that, relabel that 14, and then I kind of want to do, actually, let's label this A1 and A2. Lovely. And then 14, and then 11 and 12. So which ones are normally closed? Is it 12 or 11? Don't know. Let's do that first and then work this out after. So 11, 12. So which is which? I just stared at it for like 30 seconds and I realized I'm an idiot. So this is 11. And I'm actually using the relay wrong, so I'll fix this. So 11 and then 12 is the normally closed, yep, and then 14. So let me just quickly actually move my physically move my wire. So my wire should be, I guess it doesn't matter how I'm using it really, but it works currently for me. But I think my 24-volt signal from my safety relay should be going into 11, and then I can just leave 12 floating, and then I'll connect my output to 14. So let's do that. Alright, I'll swap the wires physically now, so that makes more sense to me. So, alright, we have from our safety relay, so let's go to our safety circuit. We've got two PLC input there. Is that correct? Someone might have picked that up when I did this video. I think that is incorrect. Let's think about this properly. So why did I think that this is going... I'm just re-questioning now all my decisions here. So this safety relay circuit, this K2, what relay is this? I have two relays, which is one's my safety relay, and then this is my K2 relay, which for some reason I think I'm driving from my safety relay, which I'm not. I'm driving it from my PLC output. So I think I did that safety relay video at like 7 o'clock in the morning when I was rushing to go to work. So there's a lot. I think I made some mistakes in that one. So this is the real K2, which I'm firing from my PLC output. That's definite for sure. So I don't know why I've drawn this. This is incorrect. So let's delete this. That's just straight up baloney, and we'll figure out what that is in a second. Then I think I'm going. Okay. I know why. So alright. Instead of it going to the coil, which I'm not doing, I'm going to, which we just confirmed, I'm going to here, which is terminal 11 on my relay. So I want to be, and that is, let's draw this like so. Get rid of you. I'll probably just move you over so we can link to you in a minute. Alright. So that's what I'm actually doing. And then it's not... Is it grounded? It's not actually grounded. Both are floating essentially. Or one's going to a terminal and then floating. So which side is which? Let's just draw these out again. So 11 is this side. And well, let's just link it in case it changes. Alright, that's linked. So 11. Let's delete you. 11 and then 12 and 14. So 12 is the normally closed side. This is a bit messy, huh? I'll get there. I don't put much planning into these, which is a problem. But I mean, for you that's learning SkyCAD, this is good enough, right? You'll learn a ton watching these tutorials in SkyCAD. So 11, 12 and 14, and then my 12 I'm going to leave floating because I don't want to short my 24 to ground. So I'll leave the 12 floating, and the 14 is going to a terminal, and then we're going to leave that floating, and that's where I'm going to connect things when I'm driving it. So if we do this and then up to here, and let's just move that in a little bit. I don't know where to put it really. That kind of gets across the message. Alright, and then we want a terminal. Give me a terminal. and we're going to have a specific terminal here, I think. So we want that. And then I don't have the terminal I want here, so I need to create a new terminal strip, I think. Is that correct? So that terminal strip belongs to panel 1. Yep. So what terminal strip is this going to be? X1, X0, X1. I can't remember. Let's just say it's X2 for now. I think X2 is my bank of 0 volts, which I'm going to also have another bank of 24, I think. So X2. So really I need, can I copy and paste? I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't copy and paste terminal strip. Let's add another terminal strip, create, into panel 1, yep, X3, and then we're going to add another one now. I think, yeah, for X4, which will be my field terminals essentially. And then this one's going to be part of X4. Woo! And why has it gone to 2? That should at least be 1, because I shouldn't have another terminal on there. Let's have a look. So show terminal strips. Why is there more than one terminal here? I don't know why it's put one down there for some reason. Let's just delete that. Alright, cool. X4-1, and then we leave that floating. Alright, that is how my safety circuit should have been. Don't know why I thought it was going to a coil, but that's what happens when you're rushing and making mistakes early in the morning, right? Cool. So that's correct now. Now our relay circuit, we now should just copy and paste that from the safety circuit. Copy, paste. You're gonna add the new one. You are gonna add the new one. Okay, whatever. All right, let's link to that. All right, so now we're all one relay. We've got a ton of drawing references, but that's okay. So what are we doing next? We are essentially redrawing. Are we redrawing that now? We need to draw that it's come from here, so we have to link that. We have to link that 11. I'm slightly confused myself here. So let's do a main, a 24 volt one, even though it's not really. Probably shouldn't do that. Let's not do it. Let's do it to there, and then let's, might be slightly high, one down maybe. And then let's add a link. So insert link there, and then we're going to the safety circuit, and we're going, oh, you're not letting me pick. Why are you not letting me select there? Interesting. Insert, okay. And then relay circuit there. Cool. So we probably want to add some text here now, because although this is it has the drawing links, let's just make it make sense to a human reader quickly. So where is this coming from? This is coming from the PLC output. As you can see, even me that made this, I'm still getting confused. So PLC output. Let's see, dig output. So this is from the PLC digital output, and then this is from the safety relay output. 24 volt. Let's do that. Cool. And then we just need to just draw this same bit here. So it's this is slightly repetitive really, because I'm not sure. I didn't really need to draw it, to be honest with you. I think it's just more of I've done it for completeness, especially I guess because that safety circuit is there's a lot going on there, and then that doesn't have the coil. So now when you look at this page, you've got the full everything related to this one relay, and I might even just stick a box around it like so. And then yeah, so if I do that, yeah, maybe even just write like Wago relay or something. This is kind of unnecessary, I think, but again, when it comes to drawings, you're kind of like just trying to get as much information as you can onto the drawing for others, right? So, or for your future self. So perhaps there's no right or wrong way, but yeah, if you would critique that and do that a different way, let me know. Cool. All right, I think we're done now. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think just not quite. Is that okay? What should I do? I do spend quite a lot of time just being a bit finicky here as to like what lines do I want to draw. Like I was trying to decide if those should be red or not. I think I don't like that being fully black like that. I'm kind of gonna say that should just be no, but then I'd prefer, I think, like that. Oh, too far. Refresh. Yeah, that doesn't look. See, that's not like that. That's connected. There. Cool. All right. Yeah. I think that's I prefer it like that. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure. Didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. All right. So next video, then we will do our Arduino. Should we do Arduino inputs? Is that correct? So we've got our power distribution there. This, I guess, this is not fully true because I've got 24 volts coming back out of the Arduino. So yeah, we'll investigate that in the next video. We'll do our Arduino one. Maybe I might draw and make a larger, more detailed drawing of this bit here, and add another sheet. Anyways, yeah. So that's something to explore. So cool. So we've now fully done with our Siemens PLC, which is quite nice. Our relay circuit is done. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that looks decent. Cool, guys. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Take care. Bye bye.